Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
The following is a live sports presentation on Glycon.
Glycon's coverage of Southern Indiana high school football starts now. Presented by Red Ball Recycling.
And welcome to Glycon's coverage of Southern Indiana high school football, where tonight we have a pair of 4-2 teams in the Scecina Crusaders and the Providence Pioneers matching up on this senior night here at Providence for a number of the different things revolving around football. And what's turning out to be a beautiful night for high school football. Scecina is coming out of Indianapolis, a 2A school, traveling here to Providence to take on the Pioneers. Well, I'm Dr. Todd Carter, and alongside me is Coach Jamie Brown. And Coach, as we've got this matchup tonight, seems like we've got two different styles trying to take on each other in this one, and it could be interesting.
Well, you're hearing the coach's comments. One team wants to throw the ball, one team wants to run the ball. So it's two different philosophies tonight going against each other. And the weather is a good fall night, so it should be a fun night for football as we watch two philosophies collide on the field.
And we've got two 4-2 teams, and as Coach Brown said, you know, it could be these alternating philosophies. I do want to ask you just a little bit about travel. We talked to Coach Harris from Scecina about that. Your thoughts on a couple-hour travel before a ball game?
Well, anytime you're out of routine, if a coach loses his mind and anything you do different, you don't like it. So traveling 2 hours is different, so he probably had some things he built into the schedule. But it will be important to see how he starts, how they start, and how they play in the early, because you ride at the bus 2 hours, it's different. You get off, you play. We're delayed a little bit for weather, so that throws off your pregame you worked on. So that could be a factor. And, of course, Providence is at home. They got to deal with a delay, but that's much easier than a 2-hour bus ride.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of that little bit of weather, we will go ahead and give you our weather, and that weather brought to you by AFI, American Family Insurance Agent, Mark Stevens. For any of your insurance needs, contact Mark at 812-283-8600. That's 812-283-8600. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And as Coach Brown mentioned earlier, we had just a brief lightning delay, about 15 minutes. But it's about that cooled it down a little bit. We both felt that. Cooled it down a little bit. It's about 78 and partly cloudy. So right now, at least, boy, it doesn't look like there's any rain clouds around. But it's clear, and we've got another beautiful night for high school football.
Yeah, it's a good fall night for football now.
All right, so we are going to take a brief timeout, and when we come back in this march to the kickoff, you will hear next from head coach Dan Harris. We talked to him in the pregame minutes, and so come back for that. Hear from Coach Harris here on Glycod.
I love how you're always thinking ahead.
Well, they don't call me Prepared Pat for nothing.
Guess that makes you forward-thinking Fiona.
Gotta protect your dreams.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
And that would be? Relieved Rudy?
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
For a quote, contact American Family Insurance Agent Mark Stevens today.
This is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's two sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mac Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com. You wouldn't notice or smell radon, yet this dangerous gas is the #1 cause of cancer among non-smokers. 1 in 3 Indiana homes tested show radon above safe levels, and those levels tend to spike during the winter when closed windows prevent heat and radon from escaping. If you live in Floyd County, you can get a free radon test kit while supplies last from the Floyd County Health Department. For more information, contact them at 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison. Community Action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program continues to make a difference in development and school readiness with children from birth to age 5. As a proud community partner, Cassie is more than childcare because they also help families seek success, combat hunger, and afford housing. Visit 201 East 15th Street in Jeff or check out their array of programs at cassie1.org. Community Action of Southern Indiana and Head Start, helping people, changing lives.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Community Action of Southern Indiana, a community partner in school readiness through Head Start. Visit them at 201 East 15th Street in Jeff or online at cassie1.org. Community Action of Southern Indiana, helping people, changing lives.
Here in the pregame before the Scecina Crusaders take on the Providence Pioneers, head coach Dan Harris, 4-2 this season, coach. And just for our Southern Indiana viewers, just describe your team a little bit. What do they play like on offense and defense?
Yeah, so we're a 2A school. Offensively, we like to just sling the ball around. We have 2 receivers with over both. They both have 30 catches, and Bryce Mathis and Tristan Brown. We do run the ball on occasion, but we really do just like to just spread it around. Defensively, we just kind of Catholic school football like Prov. We like to be physical, hard-hitting, don't give up the big play for the most part, just play sound defense.
Any thoughts on a 2-hour travel night or maybe even a little more and coming and getting your team ready for that sort of thing?
Yeah, so it was very seamless, very smooth, no traffic down 65.
That never happens.
It was great. It was awesome, yeah. Stopped in Seymour, let them get their legs a little fresh, walk around for about 20 minutes, but immediately came out here. They let us, get warmed up, do a little bit of a walkthrough, and we feel like the trip's kind of behind us now. And now it's just game on.
Well, let's see if Coach Jamie Brown, you've got a question for him?
Hey, Coach, what have you been telling your team this week they have to do to win this game? What have you been emphasizing to them as you go through the week?
Yeah, really, it's just discipline. We're facing kind of a like-for-like opponent. In the Catholic school, they're disciplined, defending state champions. We know if we play like we have in our 4 wins, limiting turnovers, getting a ton of turnovers, then I feel like it should be a one-possession game, and it just comes down to who kind of makes the last play. But it's really just being more disciplined this week.
Well, we'll go back to sort of a dovetail to that first question, which is, who do you expect we will be calling this week for your Crusaders as far as offense and defense? Who's going to make plays?
Number 6, Bryce Mathis, for sure. He's 3rd in the state in receiving yards. Number 9, Tristan Brown. He has about 30 catches for the year. Number 2, Gavin Connell. Kind of insert him at running back. All 3 of those guys also play defense, so they're going to be making plays on both sides. And then kind of our big boys, O-line, D-line, we have Brady Ray, 75, and then Owen Winesville, who's also a kicker, number 50, so he's in all 3 phases. So those are really kind of the big 5 or 6 names that hopefully you'll be calling a lot, because that means good things for the Crusaders.
All right, good luck tonight, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
And stay tuned for all the high school football action on Glycod.
When young people need a place to go and someone to help, there's always a safe place nearby. Clark County Youth Shelter and Family Services, a local nonprofit organization, designates businesses and organizations throughout Clark and Floyd counties as safe places, which offer immediate help and safety to area youth who are experiencing crises. For more information on these safe places and a list of locations, visit ccysfs.org. This is a message from the Clark County Youth Shelter.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the neighbors first before buying a house. What? Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packie Page for a quote today.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
With a wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
It's time for Keys to the Game. Keys to the Game presented by Northside Security, where service and protection meet. And for those keys to the game, we'll turn it back over to Coach Jamie Brown. And Coach, let's first talk about the Crusaders of Scecina. So your thoughts on their keys to the game?
Well, he mentioned Coach's comments. They quote want to sling it. When you do that, you better not go 3 and out. You give it back to the team that runs the ball, it's going to be a long night. So they need to avoid a 3 and out. They need to keep the ball. If they're going to throw it, avoid those 3 and outs. And then he talked about being physical, so they need to tackle well. They need to create turnovers in tackling. He mentioned the turnovers in his talk, and they're like plus 24 in turnover margin for the year. They need to keep doing that. And then when you throw the ball a lot and you're facing a rushing team, the kicking game becomes even more valuable to you because you need to keep the other team behind the line of scrimmage, as we call it. You need to keep the field position. And if you can do that, that limits what the other team can do offensively, makes them run the ball even more. So that's a big key. And you mentioned when we were talking, their punters, like number 3 in the state. So that's a big key tonight to win the kicking game. It works both ways, but when you throw the ball, that's really important because if you do get a 3 and out, you need to make sure field position stays in your favor.
All right, so that's the Scecina Crusaders. Now for the home Providence Pioneers.
Well, Coach mentioned he wants to run the ball. He said that's not a secret. So we coaches call it stay on schedule. In other words, you can't have 2nd and 10, 2nd and 9, 2nd and 11, 2nd and 8 on right. You've got to be 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6. You've got to be 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3, not 3rd and 9. If you're going to run the ball, you have to stay on schedule and make sure those drives sustain. So you're not going 3 and out and giving it back to an explosive offense that can score quickly. And then when you play a team that's going to spread you out, you have to tackle in space. You have to limit when the receiver catches the ball at a 10-yard route, he needs to be tackled. Where spread offenses get their yards is what we call yak as coaches, yards after catch. So you've got to make tackles in space. You got to tackle well, be physical. And then he mentioned play Providence football. Both of them said, Catholic school football in quotations.
Right.
So I think it's very important. He mentioned some offensive line changes. He mentioned trying to get back to what they were defensively last year. So that's being physical. That's being tough. That's being someone that can play through adversity, and that's what the hallmark of his program is here. And won a state championship doing that last year. So that's an intangible thing, but that's what he really emphasized.
Absolutely. Well, and folks, as we're calling the game, if you hear us talk about being, ahead of the chains, probably would be a call that I might make if it's a third and 1, or maybe it's already a 2nd and 3. So that's one of those, just what you were talking about with that stay on schedule. This broadcast is authorized by Providence High School with production rights owned by Glycod. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you so much for watching. And we are going to take a brief break. You're going to hear from some more of our fantastic Glycod sponsors when we come back at about 3 minutes with head coach Dan McDonald of the Providence Pioneers. You'll hear from him when we return in the pregame from Providence here on Glycod.
Wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms. Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
Parents want to do what's best for their children. Teenagers love a party, and often alcohol is involved at those parties. While some people think that hosting those parties in their homes will keep their kids safe, it's wrong, and it's illegal to allow your teens and their friends to consume alcohol on your property. In fact, it's a felony. Parents who host lose the most. Don't be a party to underage drinking. Funding provided in part by the State of Indiana Division of Mental Health Services. For more information, go to ourplaceservices.org.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
You're struggling with something at school. Sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
You wouldn't notice or smell radon, yet this dangerous gas is the #1 cause of cancer among non-smokers. 1 in 3 Indiana homes tested show radon above safe levels, and those levels tend to spike during the winter when closed windows prevent heat and radon from escaping. If you live in Floyd County, you can get a free radon test kit while supplies last from the Floyd County Health Department. For more information, contact them at 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department. You're busy, always on the go, and when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family-owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can. You're watching Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
Pre-game here with head coach Dan McDonald of the Providence Pioneers. And coach, for the fans that may be watching us from the Indianapolis area to see Scecina, let's just ask you about your ball club and just overall, what's Providence football look like offensively and defensively?
Offensively, we're going to run the ball first to try to open up passing lanes. If you watch us, we run buck sweep, so we're going to try to establish that and work off of that. Defensively, we're a 4-3, 4-2-5, whatever you want to call it. Multiple coverages, multiple blitzes, and we're trying to reestablish our brand of football on defense, where we're going to try to gang tackle, get 4, 5, 6, 7 guys to the ball, and we want the running back or the ball carrier, receiver, whomever it is, we want him to be hit multiple times before he goes down.
As we've had you several times so far this year, the playbook for Nico Frondrisi seems to be opening up more and more each game. And is there still new every week? Is there still new install stuff you're putting in?
I try to have a few new wrinkles every week. So you were asking me about wrinkles. Yeah, we try to have 2 or 3, 4 new wrinkles every week based on the film that we've put on previously. With him, the wrinkles have looked a little bit different because he's not Preston Kemp, and we don't expect him to be. So the wrinkles just look a little bit different for him.
Coach Jamie Brown, you got a question?
Coach, what have you been telling your kids this week they have to do to win? What are you emphasizing?
We have to be more physical. We have to control the line of scrimmage. We have to fire off the ball. We have to win the time of possession here, and we have to take care of the ball. In our 2 losses, we've had a combined 8 or 9 turnovers. Something wild like that in our 2 losses. So special emphasis for the past several weeks has been take care of the football.
As you push now here the last few games before playoff time starts, how's your team health-wise? What's that looking like?
We're pretty banged up. I think we're down 3 or 4 starters on the offensive line. But our mentality has always been next man up. Anybody who's on the depth chart, we tell them you're 1 snap away from playing, so you better prepare yourself like you're the starter. We're banged up, but so is everybody else at this point. That can't be an excuse. We have to come out and execute and be the more physical football team.
All right. Good luck tonight, Coach. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
And stay tuned for all the high school football action on Glycod.
An American Bank. Our communities matter. You can support your community school with the German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
State Farm helps make renters insurance simple. Our agents are dedicated to understanding your needs to help you choose the right coverage.
Call State Farm agent Teresa Lamb in New Albany today.
With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers Pulse Point. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
With the possibility that we might be interrupted in this and have to step aside for a moment, we will try to get you the starting lineup. Starting lineups brought to you by Interstate Batteries. Get started with Interstate Batteries. They're outrageously dependable. First, for the Scecina Crusaders on defense, Brady Ray, Henry McKiernan, and Owen Weinzierl will be the front. The linebackers, Eric Montgomery, Isaiah Miles, Noah Kaylor, and Caden Dugan. Safeties, Tristan Brown and Gavin Connell, and Wyatt Campbell and Bryce Mathis are the cornerbacks. On offense, the Crusaders go as follows: Brady Ray, Owen Weinzierl, Nathaniel Green, Isaiah Miles, and Keaton Knowlton Drake across the front. Bryce McDonald, the junior quarterback, with Gavin Connell, a running back, Evan Bolenbacher, Wyatt Campbell, Tristan Brown, and Bryce Mathis, the wide receivers. For the Pioneers on defense, Noah Mott gets the start tonight on the line, along with Pete Lannon, Jake Glotzbach, and Blake Straub. And Kalen Sipes, Jorge Riaz Nino, the linebacker, and Lincoln Crewer as well, the linebacker core. Trevor Unruh and Noah Frossard, the cornerbacks, and Lucas Mock and Gabe Bermudez will be the safeties. And the home offense, Mott, Jorge Riaz Nino, Austin Chanley, Blake Straub, and Preston Carr across the front. Nico Fondrizi, the quarterback. Pete Lannon, the tight end. Jacob Evans, the wide receivers. Jacob Evans and Gabe Bermudez, the wide receivers. Kalen Sipes, the tailback. And Noah Frossard, the running back. Well, we're going to take another quick break. We will be back with the opening kickoff here on Glycod.
American Bank. Our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
State Farm helps make renters insurance simple. Our agents are dedicated to understanding your needs to help you choose the right coverage.
Call State Farm agent Teresa Lamb in New Albany today.
With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers Pulse Point. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Community Action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program continues to make a difference in development and school readiness with children from birth to age 5. As a proud community partner, Cassie is more than childcare because they also help families seek success, combat hunger, and afford housing. Visit 201 East 15th Street in Jeff or check out their array of programs at cassie1.org. Community Action of Southern Indiana and Head Start. Helping people, changing lives.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the neighbors first, before buying a house. What? Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
From Glycod, it's Southern Indiana High School football. Presented by Red Ball Recycling, Southern Indiana's premier recycling solution. Tonight's game is brought to you by Allstate Insurance agent Packy Page. He puts you in good hands. Mac Construction. Experience, reputation, solutions. Our place where change is possible together. Interstate Batteries, outrageously
As we come back just in time to catch the opening kickoff. And back to receive for the Crusaders and out to the about the 21-yard line there. And away we go. So sorry to cut into that quickly, but we are ready to go. So the gentleman in the stripes never did signal to us who won the toss. So we don't know if Providence deferred or Scecina just won it and wanted the ball. But Scecina with the ball first, and that's Bryce McDonald, the quarterback. Hand off, and that's Gavin Connell on a very short run to the left for no gain.
Interesting. Coach Harris starts with a run. I'm sure this will be a pass.
After saying he was going to throw the ball around.
Yeah, one of the things I saw already is an outside edge blitz, and that's who made the tackle from the backside there for Providence. So I'm expecting a lot of blitz game out of Providence based on past history of knowing what Coach McDonald likes to do on defense.
So again, McDonald back, throws, right side, has a man, and brought down quickly Try to get a number on that. That was Campbell, Wyatt Campbell out there.
Really good job of pursuit, and then we talked about pregame, putting the receiver down when he catches it, and exactly what he did, and there's 4 or 5 guys running the ball, just like Coach McDonald talked about in his comments. So here's that 3-and-out situation we discussed.
Right,
also.
we discussed, yes, we discussed that, trying not to be 3-and-out for the Crusaders. So Connell moves up next to McDonald. McDonald looks to throw it, wings it out here towards the Providence bench, and comes up empty on that one.
Yeah, no blitz there, just pressure with the front forward. We're still able to move the quarterback off the spot. So great series for Providence, exactly what you want. Field position from the punt here, and not what you want if you're Scecina, because you had your first drive go 3-and-out.
So 4th and 8, and as Coach Brown said, we're looking for Scecina to punt. Now, it should be noted that the punter is Eric Montgomery, and Montgomery has 23 punts with an average of 42, and I believe Coach Harris told me during the week that he was 3rd highest average punt in the state, fielded by Mock at the 34 and taken across midfield and into Scecina territory. Great run back by Mock.
Well, Providence put all 10 guys on the line of scrimmage so that you can't get your people out for coverage. And I noticed the punter was a one-step punt. And I don't know if that's normal or not. I haven't seen him before. But they may have called that due to the pressure of 10 people up. So when you do that, you're going to have more room to return, and that's exactly what you saw.
So 1st and 10 for the Pioneers in Scecina territory. Nico Fondrizi, the sophomore quarterback, 54 of 82 passing for 66%. Looks to throw here. We'll swing pass to Mock. Mock using his legs well so far in this early going with a nice pickup there.
Yeah, well, Coach McDonald talked about what he called buck sweep. That's really buck sweep with a pass.
Right.
It's the exact same blocking scheme, exact same action by the running backs. So a different way to get the ball outside. So that's interesting that he talked about buck sweep, and we see a play similar at the start of the game.
Very first thing. And that's a first down for the Pioneers. So they immediately move the chains. A little bit of a low snap there, and then inside handoff. Just nice run ahead. And that's Mock again.
So Providence did something very interesting there. They put the formation into the boundary, the 2 receiver side, and then ran back to the field where they had 2 tight ends. So you got a pass strength one way and a run strength the other. Really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
So that makes it 2nd and 5. And that's definitely right on where you want the chains to be. Right, Coach? Yep, right on schedule.
What you want.
And there was some pressure coming, and Fondrizi was feeling that. And let's see, that was big Bryce Culbertson Monday on that coming in there.
Immediate pressure right up, too. They couldn't hit the crossing route over the middle. But this shows Coach McDonald feels good about his offense so far. 2nd and 5, he throws the ball knowing he can pick up the first down with 2 downs here.
So 3rd and 5. Another handoff. This one Sipes, stiff arm, and he will go. A touchdown at Kalen Sipes.
So that was that same formation we discussed earlier. Passing strength at the boundary, run strength to the field, and then he brought somebody across, what we call the U tight end or the slot tight end. He sealed the backside, and you're outnumbering them to the front side when you do that.
So Providence scoring quickly here with 9:11 left to go in the first quarter.
Really nice play design by Coach McDonald and his staff there.
Jackson Ravel. And kick is up, and kick is good. And Ravel remains perfect on the year. We will take this opportunity to take a brief timeout. When we come back, we'll show you that touchdown play again here on Glycott.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
As we return to Sartini Field here at Providence High School. Ravel, who again, as I said, remained perfect there, 31 for 31.
That's something you like to hear as a coach.
Yep. He was on our All Glycod team last year. Now, we saw a good one last week as well out of Silver Creek, but Ravel certainly is tops here in our local area.
When you have a kicker in high school or a punter, it's such a weapon.
And let's see if he can kick that as a touchback. Nope. Bringing it out there is Mathis. Mathis finally gang tackled by a wagon load of Pioneers at the 21. Let's show you that touchdown again.
Well, if you notice the front side, there's a big hole already. There's short defenders there.
Yep, and then Sipes with the stiff arm, and away he went.
When you put the passing strength into the boundary, there's no safety support run. So once you break the line of scrimmage, nobody there.
So Scecina comes back out on their second possession, trailing 7-0. Nice little hop and skip there from Connell, but not going to be much of a gain, if any.
Yeah, finding any positive yardage was good for him. There's somebody in the backfield right away. So that's what we call a bunched formation, a condensed formation. So we'll see if he does that again and throws out of it.
So Crusaders await McDonald's signal and pulls it out of the bread basket there at Connell. Flings it out there. I believe that's Mathis. And so nice completion there.
That's one of the guys Coach mentioned that we would see.
Yep, sure did.
So again there, really nice job by Providence, putting him down. He caught the ball. He got a couple more steps. Make it third down. This is an important down early in the game here. I mean, you get this first down.
So third down, but a third and sort of a long one here for the Crusaders. Definitely on schedule, as we talked about. And those keys, really, for both teams. Hand off to Connell. Met in the backfield, got away from the first man, and then a wagon load of Pioneers hit him. I think they are going to spot that ball as a first down.
Yeah, forward progress, he looks like he does have it.
Yep, sure does. So first down for Scecina. Lannon and Bermudez in on that tackle.
So far, just one little blitz out of Providence. We'll see if as we go, what they want to do against this spread offense. So Scecina staying in their two-back formation.
McDonald back to throw over the middle and taken away. Going back the other way is Noah Frossard. And so that interception gives the ball back to the Pioneers.
So they stayed in what we call 20 personnel, 2 running backs, 3 receivers, and max protected. They kept both running backs in. Providence did not blitz, so you have extra defenders on the pass, and you end up with an interception.
So the first turnover of the game, as Frossard comes up with that INT and has a bit of a run back. Hand off on the sweep. And nice job there by Trenton Taylor. So Trenton Taylor with a good run. Going to be out near the line to gain.
Very physical block on the edge by someone also. I noticed that. So another variation of what we would call sweep there, handing the ball over the top to get outside.
Makes it 2nd and 2. And Sipes back in the backfield. No, it was actually see, was it? Yeah, it was Sipes that ended up carrying it. I know Mock was a lead blocker. So another Pioneer first down. We've got them very unofficially with 3 to Scecina's 1. Sipes with it again. Just a dive play this time. Falls forward a couple of yards.
One thing Coach McDonald's really good at is formations. He's already had 5 or 6 different formations, making that defense key something different. And then he ran the same play there that he ran the play before, but it looks different every time a defense sees it because it's out of a different formation.
So it's going to make it about 2nd and 8. Fondresi hands off. Sipes has a hole. Tackled short of the goal line, but it will be, I believe, 1st and goal. No, it's going to be 1st and goal, I believe, for the Pioneers. Yep, sure enough.
Sipes a good runner. He finishes with every run forward. Watch the end. He's always going forward. Little confusion on personnel there.
Little personnel confusion, so Providence has to take a timeout. We'll use that as an opportunity to take a brief timeout as well. Back with more here from Sartini Field at Providence on Glycod.
Is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's 2 sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mack Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School.
Going to jump in early here. 1st and goal for the Pioneers from about the 2-yard line, 3-yard line. Fondresi looks to pass, and he has his man, Evans. Evans with the touchdown.
Really nice timing on that route. Timing good fake. Nice route by the receiver and an excellent throw.
So Evans again from the outside and just outmaneuvers his defender.
Well, when you've been running the ball as effectively already as Providence is, a play-action pass, Scecina has the box loaded trying to stop the run, and you get one-on-one pass, and you play action. Nice
Mock
call
to hold for Ravel, and the ball squirts out of Mock's hands. That was a fake that did not go. So the 2-point conversion, no good. We'll show you that really quickly. And there again, knocked out of the hands of Mock. And so no good on the 2-point conversion. But a 13-0 score for Providence. Well, Coach, let's talk about what, if you're Dan Harrison, the Scecina Crusaders on that far sideline, what are you telling your guys they need to do?
Get a first down. I mean, seriously. I mean, we talked about the 3-and-out, which we had. Then, of course, we had a turnover. So what he's told his offense, we need a first down here. We got to slow the momentum down. We got to get some field position in our favor. Just calm down. It's early. It's only 13-0 first quarter. But we need some first downs. Positive plays.
So Providence off a good punt run back, had a bit of a short field starting in Scecina territory on their first possession, and then after the interception, an even shorter field to score on the second possession. Ravel Not quite getting it to the end zone. That's Mathis again. Mathis runs into some Pioneers and carries a few out to the 29-yard line. So that's where Scecina will take over.
Will be interesting to see what approach Coach Harris takes here. Does he try to run the ball again on first down? He hasn't thrown it deep yet. Does he try a deep shot just to see if he can stretch the defense a little bit?
So 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. Starting in not bad field position, but compared to what the Pioneers have started at, definitely behind here a bit. Need to move the ball. So McDonald, handoff. And that's Connell again, and nothing doing there.
So bunch formation, trips to the field, try to run the outside zone, backside. Really nice job by the Providence defense running the ball and gang tackling like Coach Briano talked about before the game.
Yep, wagon load of Pioneers getting there, and that makes it 2nd and 11. So I got to think, what's a group of Crusaders? Not group. That's not fun. I should have worked on that in the pregame.
Yeah, it is a good question.
Got to figure that one out. Executive producer Steve Bird. What's a whole group of Crusaders? Army. That maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Might go with that until we come up with something else. Again, on that 2nd down play, no gain.
So interesting, 2 runs in a row.
A whole wagon load of Pioneers coming through there.
That was a pretty simple blitz, what we call the Michael middle linebacker, just simply what we call Sugar or Muggs the front. He lines up on the line of scrimmage and he blitzes. And nobody blocking. So that's sometimes when you line somebody right over the center, it messes up rules and somebody letting him go. That's a pretty simple blitz to get that much pressure that fast, though.
So 4th and 20. And punt may have been partially blocked there, as it was spinning like a top and goes out of bounds and again leaves Providence in great field position.
Yeah, this is exactly what Coach McDonald would want in terms of field position and defense, and exactly what Coach Harris did not want. There was immediate pressure again right in the punter's face, so I couldn't tell if it was blocked or not, but may have rushed him a little bit and got him off his rhythm to the kick and what caused a short kick if it wasn't blocked.
So 1st and 10 for the Pioneers. Fondrisi hands the ball off. That's Taylor again. Similar play to one he had just a few moments ago and gained well. This time a loss of about a yard.
Nice play by the defense there, pursuing inside out and getting that for about a yard loss.
Second and 11 for the Pioneers. That's definitely behind the chains, quite literally. Want to get something for positive yardage here, do those Pioneers. Fondrisi looks to throw, had Went out there, but could not connect.
Yeah, so another play action, and then you got what we call go or streak route down there, and he was open, he just missed it.
Mason Went out there streaking and for pay dirt. Couldn't connect, but he's had 5 catches, including a touchdown catch this year. So,
and Coach McDonald may be thinking this is 2-down territory, so try on 2nd and 11.
Could be,
yep.
As we have some personnel switching around and getting this formation changed up. Interesting, bringing all those receivers to the boundary. Yep, here comes some pressure, and picked off. That was picked off by Scecina, going the other way. That was Mathis that stepped in front of that and intercepted that ball.
Nice play by Mathis. When you go trips into the boundary and roll the other way, obviously you've got one option, and the DB knows that also. So really nice play there by the DB.
So that changes the fortunes a bit for the Crusaders, and Mathis stepping in front of that. That was only Fondrese's second interception of the year. Interception thrown. And Mathis had a pick six last week, and here comes some flags. That's two weeks in a row with a interception for Mathis.
Well, Coach said we would hear and we would say his name a lot, and we certainly have. Return kicks, interception, catching the ball. So there's a little different wrinkle out of Scecina there. They were empty and then motioned the guy in the backfield, and he got Providence to jump off. So neat little way to get 5 yards here and put yourself in a good position. Playbook's wide open on 1st and 5.
First penalty on either team. McDonald back to throw. And that's intercepted, going back the other way. That's Bermudez with that interception. And it'll be first down for the Pioneers.
Well, what Scecina did, and to answer that blitz that we saw earlier, they bring the motion guy, and then he takes what we call a zero gap. Such a good idea to pick up that blitz. It's not a good idea to throw it to the other team when you do that.
Right.
Yeah. So
Gabe Bermudez got the ball right back. That might be his first interception of the year. Believe so. Fondrese rolls, looking to pass. Ball batted up in the air. Gaggle of folks and finally hits the ground. Gaggle of folks had a chance at that ball.
Well, one of the Providence linemen did exactly what your coach does. A lineman, anybody, go knock the ball down. Couldn't tell what number it was, but you could see him running over to go knock that down. Really nice play by that young man, and good coaching. They know to knock it down.
I believe that may have been Bryce Culbertson Monday, number 75, who got a paw on that. He was certainly in the middle of that for Scecina.
I think Joe Montana probably had the most famous of those, and against the Giants when he knocked one down, and maybe the Redskins would have completely changed the game.
Oh, here comes the defense there. Wow. Read that one well, and Sipes was going nowhere.
Yeah, good call by the defensive coordinator. 2 off the edge, and there was only one guy to block, so you're going to have somebody free.
3rd and 13.
Sure, Coach McDonald's not happy with the last 2 drives. But he has tried to throw it. He's tried to open things up a little bit and see what the young quarterback can do.
Well, including that passing touchdown there with the connection to Evans. That was a 12th passing TD. Delayed handoff, and that's going nowhere. Maybe some miscommunication there, Coach?
Well, actually, we mentioned Joe Montana. That's an old Bill Walsh play. It's called wraparound draw. So he sits there, and the quarterback wraps it back around and gives it to him. But there was a 2 linebacker blitz on, and they didn't have enough blockers. So really old play. Funny we mentioned Joe Montana, and then we get a 49ers play called wraparound draw. Long time since I've seen that one. Last time I saw it was Lou Holtz at Notre Dame.
Gabe Bermudez at the 36 to punt this away. And that one came off his foot a bit funny, but takes a nice Providence bounce. And will roll down inside the 20.
That's what you call a fortuitous bounce and roll.
Sure is.
Yeah.
Well, so the Crusaders will take over. As just inside the 20-yard line.
Again, key drive, need some first downs, flip the momentum.
He's going to show you that 3rd down play again there where just wasn't going anywhere.
No, they brought a blitz. They didn't have enough blockers. Not a bad call on 3rd and long, but at the same time, the blitz was timed perfectly.
So 1st and 10 for Scecina. McDonald rolls, throws, has a man, caught, and nice yards after catch. Going to be good enough for a first down.
So generally when you get what we call condensed or bunch formations, you get routes to the sideline. And that takes care of protection, too. You watch the quarterback sprint to the right. It's a flood, what we call a flood route. Really nice job there by the offense.
Might have been the quickest and easiest first down for Scecina all night. McDonald again calls for it. And inside handoff, and just diving forward for about a yard there was Connell, I believe.
Yeah, we had another off-the-edge blitz. He kind of missed him, but nice job of finding some yardage when wasn't much there to be found. There's a little bit different formation again, so both these teams are really emptying the formation chart already, trying to see what the defense is going to do.
As the clock runs down, that is the end of the first quarter. So we will step aside and hear from some of our fantastic Glycod sponsors. Be back with second quarter here from Providence.
Motor vehicle safety is important for everyone, especially young children. Having the proper child restraint systems in place, particularly for children under 4 or weighing less than 40 pounds, will keep a child safe and comfortable when traveling in the car. The Clark County Health Department provides free inspections to ensure proper installation of any car seat. To make an appointment, phone 812-282-7521. A message from the Clark County Health Department funded by Health First Indiana.
State Farm helps make renters insurance simple. Our agents are dedicated to understanding your needs to help you choose the right coverage.
Call State Farm agent Teresa Lamb in New Albany today.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
As we return to Providence High School and get ready for second quarter action, I'm Dr. Todd Carter, Coach Jamie Brown, our analyst, Christian Sanchez running the camera for you up top tonight. And Providence, beneficiary of a couple of short fields there.
Yeah, that's a perfect first quarter in terms of field position and what you've done on offense to start if you're Coach McDonald. Now, this is a good drive so far. We have a first down. 2nd and 9, not a big deal for a spread offense. So both coaches kind of feeling a little better right now.
So 2nd and 9 for McDonald and the Crusaders. Throw out to the left, and caught and immediately down there was Bolenbacher. But easy pitch and catch for a gain of about 4 to 5 yards.
Not sure what Coach Harris would do if this is 2-down territory for him or not. Last punt wasn't great for him, so he may make it 2-down territory.
So 3 wideouts near, 1 far, and a throwing down, and that picked up by Brown. Brown with the first down catch. And a couple of yards after catch, making sure that that first down was had.
Yeah, good timing, really good play action pass. Same routes on this side of the field they ran last on the other side of the field. Second first down, so now you're feeling a little more comfortable. We've gotten 2 first downs on this drive. Starting to get in a little rhythm.
So McDonald with Connell in behind him, moves up and to the right a bit. And here comes the Providence defense, and they're all there.
So again, outside edge pressure, and some else was free also. So it's interesting, almost every first down so far has been a run. Did not expect that after Coach Harris's pregame comment.
No, I sort of didn't either, but so 2nd and 13. And the line to gain the Providence 44. McDonald loads up, tries to throw it over the middle. Bermudez is not able to come up with it. Intended receiver, I guess, was maybe Connell out of the backfield, but if so, that was missed by
I'm not sure
a bit.
Yeah. And nothing from Providence there other than straight rush. So now 3rd and long, you're probably going to get a blitz or some type of pressure that we've seen before.
So 3rd and 13. Just underway here in the second quarter. Connell kind of into block. Oh, host of Pioneers out there. Great catch by Mathis. Gets away. Still going. 10-5. Touchdown, Mathis.
Empty. Providence brought more than they could block, but was able to stand in and make the throw, get it off, and then a great play by Mathis to get a touchdown out of it. So defense gambled. Nice play by the receiver, and a really good throw under duress by the quarterback.
So Scecina with the score here in the second quarter. And then the kick is up, and the kick is through by Weinzierl. And with that, we have a score. Providence 13, Scecina 7. We'll show you that scoring play when we return here on Glycod.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
See if we've got enough time to show you this play with the catch at about the 25, and then Mathis just getting away from everybody to take it to the end zone.
Providence had a good blitz call. They just really good play by the Q and a nice play by Mathis.
And that one going for about, it was from the Scecina 43, so
57 yards.
57-yard pass play. Bodies flying all over the place.
Nice shoestring tackle. So it'll be interesting to see what Coach McDonald does here. He's thrown the ball a little more than I would expect it. The last couple of drives, so he may go back to his basics here and go back to what we call Providence football, or what he called it. See if they can get physical and run the ball here and take the momentum back to their side.
So Scecina, immediately after the quarter break, scoring, and now Providence with it. And a fantastic pitch and catch there. And great run after catch.
Yeah, tailback middle, delay screen, but there is a flag.
That was Sipes. Oh, I didn't see the flag.
Yeah, they threw it right away, so that's really interesting. They got thrown that quickly on a screen.
So we're going to holding against Providence. So that will bring that back. Second penalty against the Pioneers. That was probably right where you were thinking holding would be, weren't you, Coach?
Well, usually, but not on a screen pass. That's
yeah,
a little
that's
unusual because you're taught let those guys go. So I'm
right.
not exactly sure what you do to get a holding, but the official threw it right away.
Yeah.
So somebody must have grabbed someone right away.
Going to make it 1st and 15 Fondrisi has a man. And that's Pete Lannon.
Nice play there. Good timing on a good route. Get you back in a manageable second down. So that's a really good play call. What could have happened sometimes, you get a linebacker blitz some depth on the screen, you panic as a lineman and you grab him. And that could have happened. You have to practice that. Don't block that guy blitzing from depth. Let him go.
Well, and I know Coach Kaz always says that screens are often hard to practice because if the defense knows what's coming, it's.
Coach Kaz is exactly right, and the variables of the screen. So
this time, inside handoff goes for a couple. Sipes with the carry.
So another interesting play. They ran the overtop, what you call orbit motion, that they've handed a couple times, and then they bring it back underneath to a guy coming the other way. So Coach McDonald definitely has a varied playbook in the way he uses motions and formations. Yeah, Coach Kaz is right about screens. I hated them as a line coach. They're hard. They're so hard to coach.
Well, he's former center and O-line coach. So
no wonder we agree.
Or O-line player, I should say, and coach. Fondrisi rolls out, throws it out. That's Wentz on the catch, but he's brought down immediately.
Good open field tackle and keeps them from getting the first down.
So it's going to bring up fourth down, and Bermudez will be booting the ball away. Connell backs up just into Scecina territory. Bermudez standing on what is that, about the 12-yard line, 13-yard line. A little bit of a fumble on that, but then Bermudez gets it away. And caught at the 41-yard line. I said that was Connell. I was wrong. That was Tristan Brown who came up and fair caught that ball. So 1st and 10, Scecina. They scored and now get the ball back.
Yeah, you can see there's a little more pep in their step. They're a little more lively. They're bouncing around on the field. They feel good about what they've done. So big drive for both teams here. Providence needs to get a stop, and obviously Scecina, you want to have some positive yards and score if you can.
So 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. Oh, trying a little bit of trickery there, and Providence sniffed that out for a big loss.
Yeah, trying a little inside reverse handoff, and you get penetration right away. Obviously, any trick play, any play in general, but trick plays really don't work. So big play there by the Providence defense. And again, another run on 1st down.
So loss of 6 makes it 2nd and 16 for the Crusaders. So definitely behind the chains here, Coach.
Yeah, big loss on 1st down.
McDonald looks to throw quickly. Has a man. That's Brown. And Brown just takes it up the sideline a couple of yards. Does get some of that back, though.
Nice move to get some back outside there. Manageable 3rd and 8 for an offense that throws the ball a lot.
Yep. So 3rd and 8.
It'll be interesting to see if Providence brings any type of blitz or pressure after the last drive when they did, and they give up a big play. They may just play coverage here and rush the front 4. They've been successful doing that, so we'll see what they decide to do here.
McDonald rolling left, has a man, but that high throw made that really tough.
Really nice job supporting there by the safety who was already on the run to it. Providence did bring an inside blitz and over the center again, but that time it was picked up by Scecina. So nice play by Providence defense there. They brought 5, made the tackle in open space, get the ball back on the punt.
So Montgomery will be punting it away, and Mock standing at the 20-yard line of the Pioneers. Montgomery gets a good boot in at this time, and it ends up taking a Scecina bounce. Really kicked it away from Mock. Did a nice job there. And we'll take this as a quick opportunity to take a break. Be back with more here on Glycod. As we come back quickly to live action there, just not quite enough time for that. Sipes on the carry, ahead for a 1.
Inside run, found 1 yard, but again, a different formation. So both teams showing a lot of the formations in the first half.
So the Pioneers with a 2nd and 9. And again, right back up the middle. Seems like there was some confusion there.
Well, I think the center thought the quarterback was under center.
Yeah.
And snapped it as if he was under center, but he was actually in shotgun.
Yeah,
I think
just
what
kind of dribbled there, didn't it? Lost a handle on it or something.
Something, yeah. Now here's the problem with that. If you say they can call in snap infraction or false start, and that's not a fumble. So I know that's hard for people to understand, but that's not a fumble because it's not a legal snap.
So let's see.
They're going to talk about it, but that's probably what they've called. And then if you're Scecina, you're upset because you didn't get the ball, but it's not a legal snap.
Well, I never did see the white hat make a make any kind of a.
So they called false start, which would
was
be
a false start.
Snap
Yeah,
infraction.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a lucky break, but it is the correct call in terms of the rules of a snap.
Fondrisi throwing it up and couldn't find his man, Evans.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of confusion. Two receivers together, and then one guy right down the sideline.
So 3rd and 13 is definitely behind the chains for the Pioneers. And
might look for that screen pass again.
Yeah, maybe. It went for pretty good yardage before.
Yardage, screen and draw is always good.
And a little bit of trickery again here. Oh, Sipes down the sideline, and he's going 30, 20, 10, and a touchdown for Kalen Sipes. And the Pioneers strike on a 89-yard rushing touchdown.
That's the play they ran earlier where they bring what we call orbit motion around the top. They handed it off early 3 times in the game. They handed it off inside earlier for about a 3-yard gain. This time it busts for 80 yards and a touchdown. So conservative call on 3rd down, but you're just trying to do something, a little deception and get some yards, and it works out for you to get 6 points out of it.
Well, momentum definitely. I really felt that it was slowly ebbing towards Scecina there, and definitely right back in Providence's jersey.
Yeah, you're thinking if you're Coach Harris, I'm going to have good field
And
position.
Ravel knocks it through.
I have good field position. I'm getting the ball back, and then 81 yards later, you're down 20-7 when you thought you're going to be right at midfield with the ball. So that's a big play by Providence. Give credit to.
Let's take a quick break. We'll be back, and we'll show you that play when we return here on Glycod.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
As we return to Sartini Field here, where Providence coming off a big 89-yard touchdown run from Kalen Sipes to make it 20-7 after being backed up and having a third and, was it 16? Something like that, yeah.
So, Coach McDonald, you're just making a play call, trying to get some yardage to punt, and it turns into a touchdown for you. So this is a vitally important drive. You need to respond to this if you're Scecina. You need to answer the bell and get some points. If not, this game could get away from you.
Ravel boots it down and fielded at about the 8-yard line. I believe that's Mathis. It is. Still going, 30, 40, and finally brought down. Nice run back there. We're going to show you the touchdown run first here.
So watch motion over the top, and then they hand it underneath.
And unfortunately, that play was so long in developing, we missed the actual handoff. All we got was Sipes busting through, and away he went.
I tell you, when he finds open space, he can score.
He's got a different gear.
He does. He knows how to get through there and go. I recall seeing him a little bit last year in some highlights and things. So again, key drive here. You really need to do something positive, or this thing could get out of hand quickly.
McDonald flushed, going back to the left. Looks to throw, then knocked out of bounds. So a scramble to the left-hand side there, the far sideline.
So they've been all run on first downs. That was a good little play-action pass, trying to throw it out on the flats here. Pressure by Providence. Nice job by the quarterback to find some yardage out of something that wasn't there. So gives you a 2nd and 6 instead of a 2nd and 15.
So 2nd and 6. And, McDonald on the quarterback keeper was swamped under by Pete Lannon.
Nice read by Lannon there, knowing where the ball was, following his eyes with the quarterback. Big play.
So 3rd and 12. And the line to gain 46 in Providence territory. So see if Scecina wants to throw this again. They have done that relatively effectively. Pocket holds up for a while, and then finally, I don't know if that was thrown as the pressure was coming or knocked away, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he was trying to go with the ball either. He kind of looked backside right away, and all they had backside was what we call a nub tight end, which is a tight end all by himself. And he did not run any type of vertical route, so maybe some confusion on the route package there, because I'm not sure where he's trying to go with the ball. To your point, he had time to make a throw.
Right, the pocket held up pretty well.
It collapsed because he had nobody back there for the route. So I'm thinking somewhere in that route combinations there was something not right within the formation.
So Montgomery to kick it away, and
well, if
Evans.
If you're going to do that, do it on 4th and 12.
Yep, exactly. Was unfortunately they're off to the races, so going to make it 4th and 7. That will back Mock up slightly to about the 20-yard line. And again, Providence nearly getting a paw on that. As ball downed at the Pioneer 8. So this gives me the opportunity to tell Tonight's broadcast would not be possible without the support of our corporate partners. Please let them know how much you appreciate their commitment to providing free-to-watch high school athletics on Glycod.
The good thing is field position. You flipped it a little bit. You giving them back. Giving them the ball deep in their own territory again.
Yep.
So at least you got something positive out of that.
Right. Clock beginning to wind down here in this second quarter, but still, if you can force a quick 3 and out, you might have enough time to score. As we saw, Scecina scored quickly on a 50-plus yard pass play.
I think they have all three timeouts.
They do.
Also,
yep.
Yeah. And they can score quickly and move the ball quickly. So you want to get a 3 and out here, get that ball back. Whereas if you're Coach McDonald, you're going to kind of pack it in a little bit, let that clock run.
Yep.
If you get a first down, then maybe try something.
2nd and 6 here for the Pioneers. Handoff inside and spun around and brought down. Not much of a gain there, if any. Sipes was on the carry, but
a little bit surprised Coach Harris maybe haven't used one of those timeouts, particularly after that down, because now you're at 3rd down. You could use 2 and still have 1 for your offense. There is no 2-minute warning in high school, so you don't get a clock stoppage.
So 3rd and 7 after about a yard's lost. Fondrisi looks to throw out to the right side. Oh, off of Evans' fingers and nearly picked off.
Well, he almost caught it again, too. So you
yeah,
almost
sure
had an
did.
interception
Yep, sure
and then
did.
him catching it. So it works out for Coach Harris. You get an incomplete pass. You don't have to use the timeout, and you're going to get the ball back, and you're going to have 3 timeouts to operate your offense with.
And I believe that was Connell.
If Fondisi kind of throws
Campbell with that near interception.
Throws that ball like the shortstop coming across second base on a double team. He just whips it out there, doesn't he?
Bermudez boots the ball away. And it takes a Scecina bounce and comes to the near sideline. So, going to be 1st and 10 Pioneers. 1st and 10 Scecina, I should say, in Pioneer territory.
So you got 1:41 to work with, but you do have all 3 timeouts. And you have clock stoppage on 1st down in high school. It'll be interesting to see what Coach Harris wants to do here on 1st down.
So McDonald, handoff, Connell, left side, just a couple yard gain. I don't think they've thrown the ball yet on 1st down, have they, Coach?
One play action pass.
Okay, you're right.
Series.
Play action. That's right. Okay.
I'm not.
Oh, mishandled snap, and
now you're going to use
just
your timeout.
Falling on it.
Yeah. Yeah, you have no choice but to use it now. A little bit surprised he didn't use it after running on 1st down.
So a timeout for Scecina. And with 1:13 to play and after that loss, it's going to be 3rd and about 14. We will keep it here. Remind you that we will have the Calls Body Shop scoreboard ticker. Calls Body Shop, they make it like new. We'll have that up for you here at half. And the eminable Steve Berg, making sure we get some scores of local interest. I'll give you a teaser, a Jeff and New Albany score that's closer at half than I expected.
Joe Washington is Jeffersonville's coach. I coached Joe in arena football. Coached against his dad when he was the head coach at North Hardin. Great person.
Starting to do nice things there at Jeffersonville. So.
Second year, if I'm
Yeah, second year, yeah.
Yeah, really good player with the Louisville Fire Arena team for me as an offensive lineman. Good dude.
Low snap again, and that was either a wildcat or, I mean, it was a handoff almost, but gee whiz, it was like that developed. Well, it wasn't really a handoff. It was a bad snap. So
second bad snap we've seen that tonight. Now the difference on that one is it did roll back and make progress towards the back. So
yep.
It becomes a legal snap. The rule on snapping is a little bit weird, but.
So they're going to call it 4th and 19, and I said Scecina took that timeout, but actually I fibbed. That was actually Providence that took the timeout. Yep, they did.
Force them to punt, and then also you have a chance maybe to do
get the
something.
ball back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, I'm a little bit perplexed on what Coach Harris was doing here in the last couple of minutes. I mean, I know he has his reasons, but he had all 3 timeouts and didn't use them, and then didn't use them here. Ran the ball on first down and didn't use one. So it'd be interesting if we had a halftime interview to ask him what he was thinking in those regards. But he might just want to get to halftime and say, "Hey, it's 20-7," and we can live with that.
Right. So Montgomery boots it out of bounds. So Providence will take over at the 18,
so
1st and 10.
1 minute and 1 timeout, so see what you can do. You don't want to make a mistake and give them anything. And you do get the ball second half, so it's the old Bill Belichick, try to steal something right before the half and then score again in the first possession of the second half, and really gives you an advantage, obviously.
Well, should say here before we even start the march down, Ravel 0 for 1 on field goals. Now, I do not know exactly how far that, what the length on that was. So, and Scecina takes another timeout. Well, I think at this point we will take a brief timeout, and we'll be back with more upcoming here on Glycod.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
So Providence scored twice in the first quarter. Scecina comes back and with 9:51 in the second as a 57-yard pass play. McDonald to Mathis to cut into that Providence lead. And then Providence here just a few minutes ago with 4:21 in the second had Sipes go on a 89-yard touchdown scamper. So 1st and 10 for Fondrisi and the Pioneers, looking to throw. Throwing it up and intercepted. That's Mathis. And wrestled to the ground there by Leeser.
Yeah, we have a flag. I'm not quite sure.
Oh, I just see I see the flag in the area of the catch.
I wonder if they grabbed him before the ball was thrown or it was thrown and you have a hold, perhaps.
I think maybe it was, could have almost been a hold after. Nope, let's see. They're headed back. So they're going to say pass interference? Okay. It was pass interference against Scecina. Let's take another look at that while it's marched off.
Perhaps they grabbed him at the top of his route.
Yeah, I think Rowe that pushed on him, and it was Mathis that intercepted the ball.
Yeah, if you impede his route and the ball's in the air, that is pass interference.
Yes, it helped that ball went up and was up a long while.
And I think we've got 12 players on the field now, perhaps, or it could be a sideline infraction, because I know Coach Harris was not happy.
He was not happy about that call. No,
not at all.
As you could understand. See what the white hat says.
Yep, it is unsportsmanlike. So
So unsportsmanlike. So that's going to move the ball out near midfield. And with a new set of downs for Providence and 50 seconds to work with here. We've only had just, 11 seconds off the clock. And we thought Providence might be forced to punt. A screen. Sipes might have been better off knocking that one to the ground. He caught it while on his rear end, but going to be a loss of 1.
Well, another good call, a screen pass going to the backside and to get in Sipes' hands. I think that's an excellent call. To your point, you probably knocked that one down, but there was a defender right there.
That's true.
To make sure that nothing happened. So that's your last time out. You've got
so Providence,
seconds,
takes the time out. We'll keep it here, 2nd and 11. And we certainly will have some scoring to review during the half for both teams. And I guess, Coach, your thoughts here. We've still got a few seconds to play, but it's one of those things. I guess we'll go ahead and just preview the fact that we're going to have you put your hat on, and what are both teams going to talk about in the locker room? You don't have to tell me now, but that's certainly something where Providence would love to get a score here, right? And
if you're Coach McDonald, you're thinking try something to move the ball in scoring position, maybe the inside handoff again, maybe some type of reverse. You don't want to do anything to give Scecina the ball and totally change things, but you want to be mildly aggressive.
Throwing the ball. Caught by Lannon. Still going. I'm not sure how he caught that against his right hip.
Pinned it on his hip, yeah.
And a fantastic play for another first down.
So exactly what we're talking about. Now you're in scoring position. You've got 29 seconds. You can throw in the end zone 3 times. You got some options.
And sure enough, touchdown, Providence.
Or throwing the end zone the first time, and don't worry about your options. So.
Absolutely. Touchdown, Providence. That one, Noah Leeser comes up with that touchdown reception, his second of the season.
Well, really tall receiver with long arms, throw it high over the middle. He went up and got it at a high point. Nice throw by the quarterback and a nice catch by Leeser.
So, and actually, I misspoke. His 4th of the season. So my fault.
That height comes in, and the goal line comes in really nice.
Yep.
He made a nice route to the middle of the field, what we call middle post, and nice throw by the quarterback.
Mock with the hold, and kick is up. Kick is good by Revell. And with 24 seconds remaining, Providence scores again. Let's show you that touchdown pass from the about 13 yards out, and Leeser catching it right at the goal line.
So that's what we call 4 verticals. Everybody's running the field. Somebody bends to the middle of the field based on coverage. Quarterback has to anticipate where he's going, so it's good work between the quarterback and the receiver, and a really nice throw. So now you've got what you were talking about. The Belichick rule is still on before half. Now come back second half to score again. You really bust the game wide open. So.
Oh, another flag was down. I didn't see that one, but probably on the far sideline.
I did not either, and that's the second one. So now things get a little interesting because whoever got that one, you get the second one on you, you get to leave the game.
Yeah.
So
away you go.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Harris is talking to his guys and his players, and he's saying, hey, guys, we got to be careful what we say.
Yep.
And, right, wrong, or indifferent. And you got one now, and you got one on somebody else, so you got to be careful.
So as you heard from Coach Brown, that's a chance for the Belichick double dip here for Providence, scoring here right at this tail end of the quarter, or the half, I should say, and getting the ball first for the second half. But still 24 seconds left. See what Scecina can do. But with that ball advanced forward, that's no trouble for Revell to kick it into the end zone for the touchback.
I would suspect he'll probably take a knee and let this run out, go to halftime, and try to settle down.
Kind of,
kind
of feels that way, doesn't it?
Get things back in line. You really were in the game, and then you get the pass interference call that you don't like. You get a 15-yard penalty, then you get a touchdown 2 plays later. So you got to calm yourself down a little bit.
Yeah, a couple big pass plays, and including that amazing catch by Lannon, pinning that ball on his hip. And the defender was all over him. Yeah. I'm not sure how it didn't squirt out, but good job.
Just like you practice it.
Yeah, sure, right. Yeah, textbook, right? Textbook.
Well, he may try to throw it deep. He may have a different philosophy. Just try to make something happen.
So McDonald looks to throw, has a man, and try to do something yards after catch, but Brown couldn't make anything happen. Providence says they got the ball. And that's exactly what you didn't want to have happen if you're Coach Harris.
No, and that's part of the reason you say just take a knee and go to half, but at the same time, it's your offense, you got to run it, and so your kids got to play through adversity. So it's two ways to think about it. But I probably would have taken a knee and just said, let's get to halftime, figure out what we can do to get back in the game.
So that fumble is the third. Oh, and there came a flag, and that's going to go against Providence.
That was an illegal substitution.
Yep. That's Providence's third penalty of the half. And big catch. No, came out. Just couldn't hold on.
So came back to the play they scored on.
Yep.
Told him to run vertical, bend, and I'll throw you the ball. He almost made a miraculous catch. So.
Yep. Trying to tip it out to himself and just couldn't come down with it was Leeser. Great try, though. Fantastic try.
Probably don't have time for a second one here unless you catch something and get out of bounds.
Fondrisi throws it up, and no flag. That time was Lannon out there. Hudson Lannon. So 3rd and 15. Fondrisi came to the sideline to get the play and then jogs back in. So 7 seconds remain. Fondrisi throwing it up. Oh, had a man and was poked away. Nice defense there.
Yeah, nice play to find that and knock the ball down. He's going to try a field goal.
Looks like they will. So Jackson Revell comes out. And let's see where this will be. So ball will be, spot will be the 37-yard line. So that's a 47-yard field goal attempt. Mock to hold. And the kick is up. And the kick is good. Jackson Revell with a 47-yard field goal at the half. Providence puts points on the board. And we are at halftime. When we come back, we will show you that scoring play and have more halftime with you as well. Come back for that here on Glycod.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational, solid career path.
Rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
You're struggling with something at school. Sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You wouldn't notice or smell radon, yet this dangerous gas is the number one cause of cancer among non-smokers. 1 in 3 Indiana homes tested show radon above safe levels, and those levels tend to spike during the winter when closed windows prevent heat and radon from escaping. If you live in Floyd County, you can get a free radon test kit while supplies last from the Floyd County Health Department. For more information, contact them at 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the neighbors first before buying a house.
What?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
You're busy, always on the go, and when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can.
When young people need a place to go and someone to help, there's always a safe place nearby. Clark County Youth Shelter and Family Services, a local nonprofit organization, designates businesses and organizations throughout Clark and Floyd counties as safe places, which offer immediate help and safety to area youth who are experiencing crises. For more information on these safe places and a list of locations, visit ccysfs.org. This is a message from the Clark County Youth Shelter.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com. Celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Priority Radiology, offering full-service outpatient imaging services from their clinic at 807 Northgate Boulevard in New Albany. To schedule an appointment, visit PriorityRadiology.com.
Halftime here at Providence High School, where Providence manages to put 10 points on the scoreboard in the last 30 seconds of the half and really takes control of this game. Let's show you that field goal again, 47-yard field goal by Jackson Revelle. Good camera work by Christian Sanchez to follow that and booting it through. And again, that certainly was that's an exclamation point on a half for sure.
We were talking about the Belichick rule. We got the double Belichick rule. It's still 10 points before the half.
Yeah.
And you could hear his foot all the way up here when he hit that ball, so he hit it really well.
And I think let's see if we've got the passing touchdown here. There it is to Leeser as well. And then I'll work at it here in a little bit. We'll take another break here, but we'll try to find the scoring touchdown McDonald to Mathis on that 57-yard run back, because that one was a really nice piece of work as well by Scecina. Tonight's scoreboard ticker is presented by Call's Body Shop. They'll make it like new. Call's Body Shop, and got some scores that have come in there, including that 7-all tie, Jeff in New Albany. We will take a brief break, and I'll work on finding some more of those fun plays, and also we'll have pick Coach's brain maybe a little bit about something we want to talk about here with the just around football, and we'll talk about that. We'll also have the German American Bank scoring plays for you upcoming here at halftime on Glycod.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
I love how you're always thinking ahead.
Well, they don't call me Prepared Pat for nothing.
Guess that makes you forward-thinking Fiona.
Gotta protect your dreams. Life's better when you're under our roof.
And that would be? Relieved Rudy?
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
For a quote, contact American Family Insurance Agent Mark Stevens today.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com.
Parents want to do what's best for their children. Teenagers love a party, and often alcohol is involved at those parties. While some people think that hosting those parties in their homes will keep their kids safe, it's wrong, and it's illegal to allow your teens and their friends to consume alcohol on your property. In fact, it's a felony. Parents who host lose the most. Don't be a party to underage drinking. Funding provided in part by the State of Indiana Division of Mental Health Services. For more information, go to ourplaceservices.org.
State Farm helps make renters insurance simple. Our agents are dedicated to understanding your needs to help you choose the right coverage.
Call State Farm agent Teresa Lamb in New Albany today.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
Halftime here at Providence High School. And I promised you that Scecina scoring touchdown play, 57 yards, McDonald to Mathis. And, well, I promised it, and now I can't seem to get it to play. So give me a second here, folks, and we'll get it for you. Well, okay, now it's being grumpy on me, so give me a minute here, and we'll see if we can't get it figured out.
Well, anywhere I go, tech doesn't work, so you don't invite me to Providence anymore, Todd.
Yeah, well, I'm not so sure. We'll try to get that one. We'll try to get that one figured out here in a bit and get to play that one again. Well, as it is, Coach, we'll put you in both locker rooms, and let's just briefly talk about what each of these coaches might be thinking. Give it a couple minutes here, but just your thoughts and what they might be coaching them up, saying in both locker rooms.
Well, I think Coach Harris, everything that we talked about that needed to go right has went wrong for him. So he's probably picking one or two small things and saying this is what we need to do. I would suspect one of those is he's saying we have to stop Providence on this first drive. We cannot go down 37-7. We've got to get our composure. We can't have any more unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. And we can't make mistakes in the kicking game. We had a bad punt earlier that hurt us. We've got to win the kicking game. And I think he's probably talking to his defense a little bit about can't give up the big play. You know, the big play has hurt him. So Coach McDonald, on the other hand, he's probably not completely happy because they really stalled after they went up 13-0. They started stall out on offense. They gave up a big play on defense. So he's probably in there talking about what they need to do in terms of fixing what was wrong and then congratulating them for those big plays at the end of the half to make the catch over the middle to get the field goal. He's happy about that. I would suspect he's challenged them to come out in the second half to be more physical and run the ball and really, really take the air out of the offense of the opponent over there and make sure that they don't score. And then he's going to say, we need to score the first drive and make this 37-7. So it's kind of my thoughts on where each coach is going at halftime.
All right. Well, we are going to take another brief break as we've still got a few minutes of halftime left. So we'll take that break and come back with your German American Bank scoring plays. So stay tuned for that and the second half upcoming here on Glycod.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
Community Action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program continues to make a difference in development and school readiness with children from birth to age 5. As a proud community partner, Cassie is more than childcare because they also help families seek success, combat hunger, and afford housing. Visit 201 East 15th Street in Jeff or check out their array of programs at cassie1.org. Community Action of Southern Indiana and Head Start. Helping people, changing lives.
With a wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers Pulse Point. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
At German American Bank, our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
Time for our German American Bank first half scoring. A look at tonight's first half scoring presented by German American Bank, home of the School Spirit Check Card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more information. And first half scoring looks as follows. Pretty much a full graphic here. First quarter, 9:11 to go. Sipes with a 23-yard rushing touchdown, and then Fondrisi to Evans on a 3-yard passing touchdown. Second quarter, 4 scores. McDonald to Mathis with that 57-yard passing TD, and I think I finally got that where I can play it, so let's try it here. And catching that at about the 28-yard line was Mathis, and getting away from defenders and scoring. Great effort after the catch. Then Sipes with his 89-yard rushing touchdown with 4:21 left. Fondrisi to Leeser, 13-yard passing touchdown. And then Ravel, as time expired in the first half, with a 47-yard field goal. And that will do it for our scoring. And I guess I should have proofread that, as I did not spell field properly, and I'm calling myself out on that because gee whiz. Anyway.
It's funny, I would misspell that all the time when I was at GA at Michigan. I'd put in filed instead of field.
That's exactly what I did.
Yeah,
just moving too fast. My fingers trying to move too fast. So, but that is your German American Bank first half scoring. Again, German American Bank, home of the School Spirit Check Card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more information. And again, our scoreboard ticker brought to you by Call's Body Shop. They'll make it like new. And we thank you, too, for frequenting and letting local businesses who have sponsored our ball games here on Glycod know that you saw their advertisements and their sponsorship. We appreciate that. As we're just about to get back underway here with the third quarter.
Yeah, important opening drive for both teams. Providence wants to take control here, try to go up 37-7 right away. And, of course, on the other side, you just want something positive. You want some first downs. You want to make sure you get something going. Try to just go back to the basics. If you can score, it's 30-14. You know, there's a chance to make something happen.
Definitely, Scecina coming through with a few, few big plays here, maybe cutting into this scoring a little bit, among other things too. It just makes the bus ride home a little nicer, right, Coach?
Well, and we've seen that they can score quickly. So if you can get it 30-14, you know things are you could score quickly, but you end up not doing 3 and out when you get the ball. They score here, Providence. And all of a sudden it's 37-7, 44-7. You don't feel good about that at all.
Nope.
Yeah.
So 30-7 our score. I'm Dr. Todd Carter. Jamie Brown alongside me. Christian Sanchez up top working our camera. Following this football action. We had that brief, just about 15-minute delay because of some lightning in there. There was sort of one big dark cloud that nearly got here, although we didn't ever have any rain. It threatened. And this is a squib kick, almost an onside kick, and out of bounds. So Providence is going to get great field position again.
Well, it's actually a really good kick. He placed it exactly 11 yards downfield, and it went out of bounds. And one of their guys was almost able to grab it there.
If he could have just gotten a paw on it, maybe.
The disadvantage of that is you give up great field position.
And so Providence starting exactly at midfield.
But Coach Harris says, hey, it's 30-7. Let's see what we can make happen. And now you just tell your defense, you got to stop them.
Nope, I fibbed to you, folks.
Well,
striped shirts were they were still walking it off when I said it would be midfield.
Penalty because it went out of bounds. That's,
yeah. So Providence takes over, and man, oh man, their defenders in the backfield there.
Well, that would be immediate penetration for sure.
A whole army of Crusaders there.
Providence ran that play in the first half a couple times with success, but not that time.
Not that time for sure. So Sipes with a loss of 4 makes it 2nd and 14. Pitch. And nice run there by Sipes. Sipes down the sideline and finally knocked out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. So Sipes taking it 40-plus yards.
We were talking about him earlier and his nose for finding yards in the end zone. He's got a great ability to stay in bounds. Watch him shuffle his feet here and stay in bounds. He did that on an earlier run also.
And fantastic camera work from Christian Sanchez to follow that action. So 1st and 10 for the Pioneers. Sipes gets the ball again, and
really good instincts. Sipes has really good instincts as a runner.
And I should have said 1st and goal. So now it's 2nd and goal from about the 2-yard line. Maybe the 3. Going to call it 3. Providence packing it in, gives it off to Sipes again. Sipes spins. He didn't get there, but I think he probably got it. Looks like maybe he got about half the distance to the goal.
Yeah, nice play by the defense. A lot of people running the ball and showing some pride down here in the goal line, trying not to let him in.
So 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal from inside the 1. Reminder, you cannot tush push in high school football. That's actually, yep. And they're going to say short. That was as close as you can come to a tush push.
Yeah, at the end there, he kind of shoved the Scecina players into the quarterback, but I don't think he got in, so.
That's going to bring up 4th down.
Again, really nice display here of pride and playing hard for Scecina and saying, hey, we're not just going to let you score here. You're going to earn it.
So Fondrizi comes to the sideline.
Certainly can't get much closer than that.
Nope. No. Looks like the nose of the ball is laying just about on the line.
On that magic line that goes through eternity,
Yep. So 4th and goal. Whistle comes.
And now it's going to be even closer because the defensive back was offside at the bottom.
Yep,
so
sure was.
Literally from the 100th inch line.
Yep.
Half the distance to go will be hard to measure here.
Yep. So it'll still be 4th and goal for Providence, but that penalty on Scecina maybe moved to half an inch, says Mr. Kruger on the PA. First Scecina penalty of the half. Pitch to Lucas Mock, and a touchdown.
I have to admit, that's a pretty cool little play on the goal line. I've never seen that. You have your double wall over there, and you just pitch it to one of them. That's a neat little play by Coach McDonald there. I have to steal that if I ever get back in the coaching business.
So that little sort of almost a shovel pass there to Mock from Fondrizi. Ravel lines it up and boots it up. And it is through, so Ravel stays perfect on the season, and that makes it Providence 37, Scecina 7. We'll take a brief timeout. Back with more third quarter here on Glycod.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the neighbors first before buying a house.
What?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
9:02 in the third quarter as Providence scores on their opening drive. Show you that play one more time. So Crew are out there to block as well, and Mock walks it in from the, well, it's 1 yard technically, but it was from about the 2-inch line.
Well, it's a really neat formation, too, because it gives you a quarterback sneak and it gives you that pitch. So you got to prepare for that as a defense. That's a really interesting formation.
And nice run back here for Scecina. Have a man, 50, 40, 30, stays on his feet, still going. 20, 10, finally tackled inside the 5. Try to come up with who that ball carrier was.
Looked like number 2.
It was. That's Gavin Connell. And he just wouldn't give up.
No, it was really nice.
Fantastic job.
Really nice kick return scheme. He ran across the field, found the seam, and then just really great effort to get where he was. It's a shame he didn't score after all that effort.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Spun around twice, and Providence finally brought him down. But, boy, after the first really good contact, he got another 30 yards past that. We'll show you that again here in a couple of moments because that was a heck of a run back. And now a shovel pass forward. This one's going to be actually going to rule that incomplete. So it's going to bring up second down.
Spoke that in existence, Todd, talking about shovel pass, and
yep.
So we get that on the goal line.
Yep. Austin Chanley checking into the ball game.
I'm sure Coach McDonald wants to see the same thing we had down at the other end. His defense making an effort to not let him score easily. Make them earn it.
Two backs back there with Bryce McDonald for Scecina this time. Handoff. Connell tries to burrow his way forward and just couldn't get there.
So it's 20 personnel we talked about earlier, 2 backs, 3 receivers. A little bit of a lead play, nice play by the defense. Keep them out again. So we got 3rd and goal from the 2.
So 3rd and 2. Seems like we've played this quarter,
inside
Jamie,
the 5
on
yard
both,
line.
inside the 5-yard line, both ends. Man in motion. Now flushed is McDonald. Little pitch. Oh, picked off. Picked off in the end zone. By Providence.
Big play by the Providence defense. Yeah, that's going to make Coach McDonald really happy when he reviews film that you had a goal line stand. Probably best just for quarterback there, throw it away, live to play the 4th down. Don't give him the ball back.
So 1st and 10 Pioneers on that. After that great Scecina run back, I promised I'd show you that, and I will again here in a moment. But Bermudez with his 2nd interception of the contest.
See what Coach McDonald wants to do here.
And flag comes out. Illegal substitution for the Pioneers.
That's the second time that's happened.
Yep, that gives us the opportunity to show that run back. We pick it up as Connell was just crossing the midfield stripe. But it's still a fantastic run back to get Scecina in super field position, and then the interception. Oh, just thrown away from Hudson Lannon. Let's show you that INT one more time. And that is the 4th turnover for the Crusaders. Nice rushing play there for a first, near the first down mark.
Really nice job of keeping forward lean, using his legs, and turning a 2 or 3 yard gain into a big gain, and now it's 3rd and 1. He's a really good running back. Good vision, finishes everything forward, knows where the end zone is. And just a junior. That'll make you smile.
Yeah, that absolutely. Fake. Fondrizi looks to carry, and he's snowed under on the bootleg.
Yeah, so that play they've ran a couple times for some success there. They tried to run the Q keeper off of it. Nice job by Scecina's defense to hold him here. Coach McDonald looks like he is going to punt. So, given the offense for Scecina the last few drives, I would punt this too because they're not moving it, they're turning it over.
So on the 4th and 2, Bermudez to boot it away, standing on the 15-yard line. Oh, and the fake. Crewer through the line of scrimmage, still going. 30, 20, finally brought down inside the 20. Fantastic fake.
The snap was a little bit high, and that kind of maybe filled the defense even more.
Well, and even more so, Bermudez totally sold that. Give that man an Oscar because he jumped up in the air like the snap was over his head. And so 1st and 10, Pioneers.
There's 2 schools of thought on that. You jump or you just go through your normal motion like you're punting it, and somebody runs right by the ball because they think you're punting it.
Yeah.
There's two schools of thought in coaching on that.
In this case, it was the fake, and it was a bit of a good one. Pass out to the left. That's Leeser, and Leeser gets it down to the 5. Tough yards after catch there. He got popped a couple of times.
Yeah, good catch with the guy on him, and then positive yardage after a hit. Again, big, tall receiver, long arms, really good hands. He's feeling that one. He's feeling that one. So.
You think he's, yeah.
And he's just a junior.
Oh, there was a flag. I'm sorry,
okay,
did not see that. Nope.
I'm not sure how you hold on a quick slant, but they did, I guess.
So, it's 10 yards.
We've had a real lack of signals tonight by the fishing crew, quite honestly.
Gives me the opportunity that, we'll wait till after the play. Left side run, good for about 6 yards or so. Going to make it 2nd and about 14. I was going to say, I think that's a good opportunity, though, just to say, hey, young folks, if you played football and maybe weren't good enough to go on to the next level, or you played in college and love to be around the game, hey, go into refereeing and officiating because we need young officials. And I'm not saying anything about these guys on the field. They've been good. Just maybe a little bit lack of some calls that we could see, but been great. And, boy, it'd be nice to have some others
one thing
come out for it.
One thing I did, I was a high school baseball umpire for 12 years and a college baseball umpire for 11 years, and it was a lot of fun. You meet a lot of great people. It's hard work, but we do need officials, and we need people to treat officials with more respect.
Absolutely.
Coaches, players, everybody.
Parents.
Yeah.
I guess that was your everybody, but I'll say it.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the elephant in the room.
And at every level. I mean, some of these Little League games, it's just, I'm like maddening what people say to officials. And the official's an 18-year-old kid, 17-year-old kid, 15-year-old kid who might grow into something one day and be a good official.
3rd and 14 for the Pioneers. Fondrisi looks left, has a man caught, but it's going to be for a gain that doesn't quite. I guess it's going to be about 6 to 7 yards. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Good route, good timing there, nice throw. So
is this 4 down territory, or do you bring the field goal unit on again?
Looks like he's going to go
no,
for this one.
Looks like they're going to go for it. On 4th and 9.
Generally, you make your mind up on that on 2nd down, so then you know what you're calling on 3rd and 4th. Is your thought process.
Mock in the backfield there with Fondrisi, but throwing it to the left-hand side. Caught. Oh, no, popped out. That was Evans. He had it in his hands, and it maybe some good defense to poke that away. And we've got a timeout on the field. Who took that timeout, Coach? Oh, I thought we did. No, I guess that was that's just the timeout for the reset there. So.
It was a nice job to go up to get the ball. Then
Sure was.
Finish the catch.
Just couldn't finish it.
Yeah.
Yep. So turnover on downs. That was 1st and 10 Scecina. See if they can move the ball again. Quick throw and then a quick pop by Kruer. Wow.
Nice defensive play, and he did not catch the ball. Finished the tackle.
Nope. Brown could not hang on there.
I think Coach is going to be pleased with the physical play of the defense when he evaluates the film. They've definitely been physical. They've run to the ball. They've gained tackle, the things he was talking about pre-game.
Right, yeah.
I mean, he'll find something to not be happy about, but I think he'll be happy overall.
Mm-hmm.
That's the nature of coaches.
Yep. So 2nd and 10. And Lannon there quickly on that after the inside handoff for Scecina. That was Connell who was the ball carrier. But again, not much there.
What's interesting, it was a 1st down pass. It was incomplete. And then a 2nd down run after an incomplete pass. And if you study football, it's about 88% run after a first and 10 incomplete pass. So
kind of figured that's what was coming, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty across the board.
And loading up to throw. Up for Mathis. He couldn't come down with it.
You know, the thought process is you run the ball, try to get some yards back so that you have a manageable 3rd down.
And Mathis still down. So we will take this opportunity to take a brief break. We'll try to fill you in as we return. But more 3rd quarter upcoming here on Glycod.
Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout Southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com. You're watching Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
As we still have a player down on the field, we'll take this opportunity to say if you own a business and would like to find out more about corporate partnerships on Glycod and our growing free-to-watch high school athletics platform, please drop us a note at info@glycod.com. That's info@glycod.com. And you hear the bit of applause there as Mathis for the Crusaders, Bryce Mathis, senior, gets up to walk off the field. He's just shaking up there on that play.
Well, he does a lot. He's returned kicks. He's played DB. He's caught balls as a receiver. So, vital part of their offense and their defense. Hopefully he can come back.
Yeah, helmet off. He's walking back to the other sideline. I also have to give the training staff and the
well, that's one
coach
thing.
from Scecina, a lot of props for getting
one thing vastly different
across.
High school football now is the medical care on the field, at the point of injury, trainers, everything. It's just a good thing. I mean, that is something vastly different from even 10 years ago. We would go to games, there would only be one trainer. Now basically everybody has a trainer.
Yeah.
And at practice, it's a good thing.
So 4th and 10, and that means Eric Montgomery, standing at the 5-yard line, will try to punt the ball away. Providence has been close to it a couple of times, but a good punt here. Back and mock up, but he fields it at the 35 across the midfield stripe, still going, and finally knocked down at about the 41, 42-yard line.
They're going to call a block in the back here, or a legal block of some type.
Yep, there's a flag that is lying at about the 44-yard line.
Initial look, I thought the Providence guy did a good job of running by and not making contact, but from here you can't see the side contact.
So that one comes back a ways.
Providence really needs to drive the ball here. They have not been on schedule on offense. They haven't looked in rhythm, and I'm sure Coach McDonald wants a good drive here. Providence football, like he talked about.
Right.
Don't relax because it's 37-7. Drive the ball here. Do what we're good at, because we're going to need that as the season progresses. And if we're going to win another state championship, we've got to do it in the playoffs.
Yeah, make the clock your friend, right?
Exactly, and get what you do well.
Ball thrown up for Unruh. Comes down with it. Fondrisi to Unruh. Fantastic 30-yard passing play.
Really good route by the receiver. Some people call it a corner. Some people call it a corner flag. And a nice throw, a lot of air under the ball, and threw it to the sideline where his guy could get it. And a nice play there by Providence.
So 1st and 10, Providence. And that's an exciting way to start off a drive, isn't it, Coach?
Yeah, really nice play on first down. A really good throw to the sideline and dropped it right in the bucket, as we say.
Fondrisi back to throw again. A little flip this time to Went. Not going to be a gain of too much there, just maybe a half a yard.
Yeah, Fondrisi's throwing motion, like I said, it's like the shortstop coming across the second base on the turn for the double team, but he gets the ball out of his hands, that's for sure.
That's a good, you're absolutely right. It is kind of like that shortstop sidearm throw, isn't it?
It is, but he gets it out, and he throws an accurate ball that way. What's surprising is the height he can get on the ball throwing it that way.
Mock in the backfield with Fondrisi. Oh, and there came the Crusaders right through that line.
2 free defenders right away.
Yep.
That's not what you want. I know Coach mentioned a couple new offensive linemen, some different people up front, different positions. So probably some miscommunication on who's blocking who.
3rd and 13 now. Evans went and Unruh out to this side. And that ball also to Unruh.
Again, really nice throw, a lot of height on the ball. Led him. Really nice throw and a good route.
So another Pioneer first down on that. Another fantastic catch at about the 10-yard line and carried on through down, put the ball on the 7. So first and goal again for the Pioneers with 2 minutes on the moving clock. Handoff. Nice and patient by Mock there.
Still fighting for yardage.
He was fighting for every inch of that, wasn't he?
You know, it's interesting. Coach Harris said he wanted to throw the ball, and he's ran it on first down a lot and other times. And then Coach McDonald said he wanted to establish a run, and it looks like he's the spread offense coach the last few series. But, you do what the game dictates, and you do what you think also makes you better for down the road.
Yep.
And if they can develop a passing game to go with the running game they have, that's going to be a really good offense for Providence.
Well, and again, the young quarterback still getting some time. Oh, the pass in there broken up.
Timing was off a little bit on that one, a little bit behind the receiver. But, again, really good fake and a lot of zip on the ball.
That was Evans, in the intended receiver again. Evans with the touchdown pass in the first quarter. I mean, a touchdown catch, excuse me. Went in motion. Looks to throw to Went, and touchdown.
Not sure what coverage.
Providence.
He went in motion, no one went with him, and then no one ever covered him. So somebody busted that coverage.
So Mason Went with his second touchdown of the year. And Ravel lines it up. I'm not sure how he got that one through the defenders, but he did, and that makes it Pioneers 44 and Scecina 7. So let's step aside, and we'll get a quick break in here before the no, actually, you know what? As the quarter is about to come to an end, we'll keep it right here. Well, let's show you that play again. Probably when we come back, it will be time for the end of the third quarter. So again, Went goes in motion. Lisa rolls out with him, and as Coach Brown said, nobody went with Went.
Yeah, nobody ran with him, and then nobody covered him. So whether it was zone or man, somebody busted that coverage.
All right, so at the end of 3, let's take a brief break. We'll be back out for fourth quarter action here on Glycod.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
Well, the whistle was blown quickly and early to begin the fourth quarter, and So our apologies to those sponsors, but the striped shirts have decided they want to move along. And that was Montgomery on the kick return, run out of bounds, and we've got a Pioneer down. So actually, it's like maybe a cramp. He's right on the sideline. So the clock is running. That was Noah Frossard who holding his leg there. They were trying to stretch him out like it was a cramp, but he wasn't liking that very much.
It would be interesting to see what Coach Harris does if he just tries to run the ball a little bit, get out of here, or if he says, I'm going to run my offense. I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah, we'll see. And that run went a little bit of nowhere. Loss of a couple there. Maybe loss of about 3. Make it 2nd and 13. So again, a running clock here with the 44-7 score. Connell in motion. Little pitch to Connell. Has a lead blocker. Able to squirt through the line of scrimmage. A spin and then out of bounds on the far sideline. Nice play there.
Yeah, he's got some little nifty moves, doesn't he? Showed that on the kickoff return.
Sure did.
Yeah, that's called a fly sweep. It actually goes down as a pass because you pitched it forward. But nice play there, and that he's got some. Coaches say he can make you miss in a phone booth. He's got some skill in that regard.
So he didn't quite get to the line to gain, but a 3rd and 1 for the Crusaders. And pitch, catch, and first down out to near the 50-yard line.
Yeah, good timing, little stop, hitch route. People call it a different thing, and then great job that receiver catching it and finding more yardage up the field.
That was Ballenbacher on the reception there. Took a minute for me to be able to see that number.
And try to say that one twice. Ballenbacher?
Ballenbacher.
But nice play there. Really good timing.
Yep.
Nice throw and a nice job finding the yardage by the receiver.
McDonald back to throw and trying to find Ballenbacher out there again on that near that far sideline, but this one falls incomplete.
Well, that route develops, but you've got to be more inside or compressed so you can have room to break to the sideline. That ball is out of bounds anyways. Sometimes I don't understand receivers and their splits they do. If you're going to run an out-breaking route, cut your split inside so you've got room to go catch the ball.
So 2nd and 10. Handoff, that's Montgomery again, and a wagon load of Pioneers bring him down.
Yeah, nice play by the outside run support, making him run the lateral, and then people coming to the ball and gang tackling like Coach McDonald talked about at the start of the game.
So it's going to be loss of 1. Going to be 3rd and 11. Remind you that we will have the Calls Body Shop scoreboard ticker running in our post-game show. Get you all the scoring plays as well. Pass out there and then run out of bounds. So it's McDonald. I think that's Connell over there. It was. So went with a good play. That's what we were talking about there, Coach, is, limit the limit the yards after catch.
Or particularly with them, we've already seen the moves he can make after he gets
Sure,
the ball.
yeah.
So good job of making sure you push him out of bounds. Couple
Yep.
people sprinting the ball over there just in case, and because he's definitely got some moves, as we mentioned earlier.
So Montgomery behind McDonald. That moves up more of a pistol look. McDonald steps up in the pocket. Oh, thrown up, and Connell just couldn't come down with it.
A nice adjustment to the ball by the receiver there.
Yep.
A little pump fake trying to gain some leverage, and then a pretty nice throw. Be interesting if we get any backups here and try to get some guys that are not normally in, get some time, or if we stick with starters.
I would imagine we will see. Well,
it's like a couple new guys and then some
yeah.
other guys. So
I expected more of a. Nope. That's Taylor with the run, but from Fondrisi. I agree. I kind of thought maybe we might see the.
Well, and you might also run the ball here.
Yeah, just exactly. Just hand the ball off.
Hand the ball off, get your timing down,
yep.
get the O-line working together.
Yep.
You know, they don't know who's in the game in terms of who might have to play, so basic stuff, and you want the cadence the same and all that. So.
Yep.
I certainly wouldn't expect
Taylor again.
Wouldn't expect him to do any quarterback runs or anything of that nature.
No, right. Makes it 3rd and 3.
And the other thing you're doing here too is you're seeing if he can lead some guys that aren't normally in the game, and he can be a leader.
Yep.
You develop it. He's just a sophomore. We need to remember that. So.
Yep, absolutely. Handoff, Taylor again. And he breaks through 30, 20, 10. One man could catch him, but touchdown for Taylor.
If we get to see that again, that was an outstanding run, and he did exactly what your coach would do on that play. That's called power. He follows that pulling guard. He actually puts his hand on the hip of the guard, follows him up in the hole, lets him find the block, and then break. If we get to see that again, that is a great run by a young kid.
Show you here in just a few moments.
Great fundamentals. Very well coached, perfectly run. Coaches make what they call teach tapes when people do things like that. That would go on the teach tape for sure. Excellent run.
And the kick is up, and the kick is good. Let's actually take this opportunity to take a very quick break, but we'll show you that when we return here in a moment on Glycod.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
All right, Coach, let's show you that again here.
So watch him actually put his hand on the hip of the lineman and follow that hip. Let him make a block, press him, and then find the hole off that. So you teach your running backs run to the heels of the lineman or the butt of the lineman, and that's exactly what he did. He even put his hand there and had to keep that space. Then the defender doesn't know where to fit. I mean, that is a great run by that young man, and a really nice job by the guard also, staying as square as he could, staying square as long as he could to let the running back find the hole.
And Taylor with his 5th touchdown of the season, and just a sophomore as well. So that is the little bit of the future of Pioneers football.
Well, that goes to our earlier point about leaving the quarterback in there so he works with some guys he's going to work with in the future because he's just a sophomore.
Yep.
But that little run right there shows that running back has a lot of natural skill and is very well coached at what he does. not to belabor the point, it's also very difficult to teach as a coach, to teach the running back to have that kind of patience on that play. So that makes an offensive line coach happy. Can you tell that he's happy, an offensive line coach, when he sees something like that?
Yep.
Well, I think it's safe to say everything went wrong that could go wrong from the first series on for Coach Harris and his game. But they have played hard, and they've definitely given effort, and they fought at every step. They made them go to fourth down to score down there. So there's some things he can take from that.
Just a brief.
Well, we got young guys now for both sides, as you would expect, So.
Yep. Young guys for both, and about a 1 yard gain there. Clock ticks down. We'll get some scores up on the ticker, and and still going is Levi Moran, and Moran with a nice run there.
Yeah, showed some speed himself and a couple of nice moves at point of contact, and little freshman, so that definitely a little foot speed skill there for him.
Absolutely. And nice for him to get the opportunity to get a little run in. And the clock winds down, and that will do it. So our final here from Providence High School, the Pioneers 51, the Scecina Crusaders 7. Stay tuned for the post-game show. We'll have it upcoming for you here on Glycod.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check the neighbors first before buying a house.
What?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
You wouldn't notice or smell radon, yet this dangerous gas is the #1 cause of cancer among non-smokers. 1 in 3 Indiana homes tested show radon above safe levels, and those levels tend to spike during the winter when closed windows prevent heat and radon from escaping. If you live in Floyd County, you can get a free radon test kit while supplies last from the Floyd County Health Department. For more information, contact them at 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
At German American Bank, our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by German American Bank, home of the School Spirit Check Card, and sponsor of tonight's final numbers. Visit any of their branches or bank online at GermanAmerican.com.
As we return here to Sartini Field at Providence High School, well, Coach Brown, as you said, Scecina, while they did have that nice drive in the second quarter, they came out and really gave Providence a short field a couple of times in the first quarter and got behind and really just were chasing it from there, and Providence just poured it on.
Yeah, it kind of started early, that first drive, 3 and out, and then the next drive there's a bad punt. You're down 13-0. You make it 13-7, you think you got a chance, and then you just fall apart right before halftime.
Right, yeah,
and it just
that
all
was really
in the second half. The kids played hard. They gave an effort throughout, and Coach Harris can look at that. But everything that he talked about going their way, what they need to do to win, they didn't do. So,
yeah. Well, but a big win for Providence. Taking on a team that came down from Indianapolis, and 2A team, and another Catholic school, and so this is a good one. Go to 5-2 on the year, and just try to work on stuff as you head to the playoffs.
Well, I think the big thing for Coach McDonald, as we said earlier, he talked about establishing the run, and then they were throwing it a lot. But saw some good things in the pass game. A couple of nice receivers that can catch the ball, some tall guys. Again, the quarterback kind of sidearms the ball, but he gets it out of there. He throws it with height. And then he's got to be pleased with his defense. They make a play on the goal line. They stop a score from the 2 or 3 after a big kickoff return. They were pretty physical. They ran to the ball. I think what he's going to be unhappy about is the inconsistency of driving the ball on offense. They went backwards a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would make a big play to overcome it. You can't do that if you're going to win another state championship. So I think that's where he'll focus on offense. But overall, he's got to be pleased with the effort. He's got to be pleased with physical play and then the big plays that they made.
Right.
That's what he's got to really be excited about.
Absolutely. Well, again, tonight's scoreboard presented by Call's Body Shop. They'll make it like new. Let's take a brief timeout, and when we come back, we will look at the scoring from the first half from German American Bank, and then not too long away, we will have our most outstanding players. So stay tuned as we work through the postgame show here as Providence is victorious 51-7 over Scecina on Glycod.
Community Action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program continues to make a difference in development and school readiness with children from birth to age 5. As a proud community partner, Cassie is more than childcare because they also help families seek success, combat hunger, and afford housing. Visit 201 East 15th Street in Jeff or check out their array of programs at cassie1.org. Community Action of Southern Indiana and Head Start. Helping people, changing lives.
State Farm helps make renters insurance simple. Our agents are dedicated to understanding your needs to help you choose the right coverage.
Call State Farm agent Teresa Lamb in New Albany today.
This is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's 2 sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mack Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
At German American Bank, our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
It is time for our German American Bank final numbers. Tonight's final numbers presented by German American Bank. Home of the School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more information. And the final number is going to be our scoring plays again. And first quarter, Sipes with a 23-yard rushing touchdown, followed by Fondrisi to Evans with a 3-yard passing TD. In the second quarter, McDonald to Mathis for Scecina with a 57-yard passing touchdown. Then Sipes again with an 89-yard rushing touchdown. Fondrisi right at the end of the quarter. Fondrisi to Leeser for a 13-yard passing touchdown. And then Jackson Revelle with a 47-yard field goal to cap off the scoring in the first half. And then in the second half, the third quarter, Providence scores. Fondrisi to Mock on a 1-yard passing touchdown. And then Fondrisi to Went on a 5-yard passing TD. And Trenton Taylor with a 44-yard rushing touchdown that Coach Brown says will go on with the teaching tape. Did you call it?
The teach tape, yeah.
The teach tape. Okay. And so right off the teach tape. So that is the scoring for the game. Should note that Jackson Revelle with his 5 made field goals. Now there was one, it was not blocked. It ended up being a 2-point conversion because it was a fake. But with 5 extra points from Revelle, he's now 36 of 36 on the season. Plus so that is something to note as well. Plus,
48-yard field goal.
Yeah, a long field goal to end the half. So a big game for him as well. Working hard on being, again, on the all-Glycod team, looks like to me. All right, we'll take a brief break again. Come back with most outstanding players and upcoming schedule. Back with more here on Glycod.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
When young people need a place to go and someone to help, there's always a safe place nearby. Clark County Youth Shelter and Family Services, a local nonprofit organization, designates businesses and organizations throughout Clark and Floyd counties as safe places, which offer immediate help and safety to area youth who are experiencing crises. For more information on these safe places and a list of locations, visit ccysfs.org. This is a message from the Clark County Youth Shelter.
This is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's two sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mack Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the neighbors first before buying a house.
What?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
Time for our most outstanding players of the game. Tonight's most outstanding players brought to you by Allstate Insurance agent Packy Page. For a quote on home, auto, or life insurance, contact Packy at 812-202-7271. That's 202-7271. He puts you in good hands. So our most outstanding players, for those, we'll turn it back over to Coach Jamie Brown. Coach, who we got for the Crusaders?
Well, I thought Gavin Connell, the number 2, he had a nice kickoff return, and really good effort. Had a nice catch on the sideline. About the only thing that went right for him.
Yeah.
And so I really think picking him is a good. He was playing hard even at the end of the game.
Yeah, played very hard there at the end.
Really good little athlete. So,
Gavin Connell, our most outstanding player for the Crusaders and for the Pioneers.
Well, you could pick a lot of people, but that 80-some-yard touchdown run, 81-yard touchdown run, whatever it was, that really broke the back of the opponent there. So, Kalen Sipes, I think, is a good selection for them, and obviously he runs hard, he's physical. We talked about him during the game. And the best part about him is that he's a junior. He'll be back.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah, but you could pick a lot of people for Providence, but I really like the way he runs the ball. He's physical, finds the open holes, and that that big play right there, that big touchdown run really was turned the game a lot.
All right, so those your most outstanding players, again, brought to you by Allstate Insurance agent Packy Page. Next up, we've got our HKC Roofing, Week 8. Week 8 brought to you by HKC Roofing. Better than guaranteed. You can give them a call at 502-212-1081. 212-1081. And next week, no Southern Indiana game next week on Friday, October 10th. But all Kentuckiana games, Southern at Male, St. X at Manual, and Woodford County at Collins, which isn't too far afield for anybody. So Southern Male, St. X Emmanuel, Woodford County at Collins. Southern Indiana's kind of on a bye next week. So
fall break around here, maybe?
Fall break around here, just maybe. So though that is your schedule. And again, just want to remind everybody that if you're a business and you would like to maybe find out more about corporate partnerships on Glycod and our growing free-to-watch high school athletics platform, please drop us a note at info@glycod.com. Well, final thoughts, Coach Brown?
Well, again, everything went wrong from the beginning, but I think Coach McDonald's the one that's going to be happy. He had a physical defense. They ran to the ball. They made big plays when they needed to. On offense, he's going to talk about more sustained drives and doing the things that needs to be done. But I think he found a passing game tonight. He was able to get some nice routes ran, throw the ball. They showed if they can develop that part of their offense and continue to run the ball, they're going to be hard to beat again.
All right. Well, there's your final thoughts, and I really can't agree more. Again, one last time, I want to say thank you to Call's Body Shop for our scoreboard, and they're presenting that for you. They'll make it like new. Call's Body Shop. Well, we want to thank Ted Leeser and Assistant AD Jimmy Fable here at Providence High School for having us. For Executive Producer Steve Burt, cameraman Christian Sanchez, Coach Jamie Brown, I'm Dr. Todd Carter signing off, saying good night, God bless, and we'll see you next time on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Southern Indiana High School Football. Presented by Red Ball Recycling, Southern Indiana's premier recycling solution. Tonight's game was brought to you by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page. He puts you in good hands. Mac Construction. Experience, reputation, solutions. Our place, where change is possible together. Interstate Batteries. Outrageously dependable since 1952. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Priority Radiology in New Albany. You have a choice. Community Action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program, helping people, changing lives. And by German American Bank, Northside Security, Call's Body Shop, and the City of New Albany.
Visit Glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for watching this live sports presentation on Glycod.